Warning, Shut Up, Let's Talk contains some rad but heavy language and adult themes and may not be suitable for audiences under 18. Viewer discretion is advised. What up, folks? We are back at it. Shut Up, Let's Talk. Episode who knows what, but it is the sequel to Hijas De Le Muerte, the very popular first movie. I hope you guys are doing well. Folks, we are joined tonight by the entire band.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going tonight, everybody? If you guys want to, please introduce yourselves. I don't know what order you guys want to go in, but it's going to be fun. Just go for it. Who are you and what do you do? Oh, and that thunder sounded great outside for ambience.
What's
So
up,
Sammy, you
everybody?
can go first.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I'm Sammy Jo Bones. I'm the drummer and vocalist for the band Hijas De Le Muerte.
Awesome. And then Aradna.
Okay. Ara, and I am the guitarist and vocalist of Hijas De La Muerte.
Awesome. And then the newest member that I didn't get to meet last time, Mob. Opie. What do I call you? You know, it's funny when you meet people online these days.
I mean, Opie works. So does Mom.
I hear a little echo coming from your mic, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine.
All right, I think you have to.
I gotta mute. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so Ara and I are going to have to toggle whenever we talk to mute and unmute because we're in the same room. But yeah, I'm Mom, Opie, I'm the bass.
Sorry. The baby got scared, so there's a lot of thunder going on and stuff right now, so he's just like, he wants to hide out. But yes.
Oh.
Sorry. You please repeat that. Opie.
Oh, it's Opie.
Opie. I thought it was Opie. I liked Opie. But no,
Opie's cute.
No.
Opie's cute, but there's no P in my name. It's Opie or Mom.
That's awesome. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you guys, man. And what I gotta say, from the last episode was about 3 years ago, because I was going through my videos and reminiscing, and I was like, oh man, that was such a long time ago, and I was super stoked when you guys hit me up to do another episode. And I gotta say, the amount of musical growth within the last 3 years, you guys have been putting in. Thank you so much, Lost Pest, for following. I totally appreciate that. Thank you. And the amount of musical growth that you guys have, accomplished in such a short amount of time is just it's pretty amazing. I was listening back to the new project. Is it Homenaje? How do you pronounce it?
It's homenaje. It's
Homenaje.
in Spanish.
There you go.
So it basically is Spanish word for homage.
Oh, nice. Okay. And it is, the sound on it is amazing. You guys really locked in to your style, I think, and everything is recorded really well. Do you guys want to, before we get into like a song in a little bit, to let people hear it out, do you guys want to talk about where you guys recorded it, what it was like?
Yes,
the juicy
actually.
details.
So we recorded in Mob's apartment, the apartment that you see Ara and Mob in right now. We somehow made we used her kitchen as the recording studio, and we had Frank Perez, shout out to him because he is a freaking beast. We recorded with him for, I want to say, like a consecutive 3 days. Was it 3 days? It felt like a month, but it was
like
3 days.
5. It was like 5 days.
That's so
5
quick.
days max. Yeah, it was insane, honestly. And he literally was like the freaking chef's kiss, because he had us write down words, like inspirational words that came to mind for the EP, and then he printed it out. I think it was actually Mob that printed it out. We just slapped it on the wall, and then every time that we were like, bro, we can't do this, if one of us started to feel down and out about ourselves, we're like, hey, listen, look at the wall. You just gotta look at the wall and we literally put like blood, sweat, and tears into this. I remember somebody ended up bleeding at one point. I think it was Ara. I think she ended up getting like a, what was it, a hangnail?
Yeah, I have a finger for that. I still
Yeah.
have it to this
Oh,
day.
man.
Yeah, I started bleeding. We all put
Ouch.
our blood and sweat and tears into this one.
Honest.
Go ahead.
No, 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 no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was
You're
saying
good. You're
it
good.
comes across. It comes across in the sound. It really does. You know, when you listen to the music, you can tell that each of you are pulling into a certain space in your head and your life. The space in between your mind and your heart. You know what I mean? Where it gets out of your mouth, and it's kind of crazy. So it sounds great. You guys did a good job on that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, absolutely. It was crazy for us because we literally like I can't even explain it. We had a very interesting 2 years from 2021 up until now. A lot of us, well, not even that, I think 2020 as well. So, like, those consecutive years, it kind of put us in a really, really intense mindset, especially with like using this EP as like a yo, let's just we're gonna heal through this. We're gonna put all of our emotions through this, and we're just gonna let it happen. A lot of us dealt with some losses, you know. Unfortunately, my pops passed away last year, and Ara's father, unfortunately passed away, and Opie dealt with some like intense, living situation changes, in her life, and now all of us are like, from there to now, like Opie just got promoted in her new job and she left her job of 8 years, and I don't want to like speak for them. I feel bad. You know what I mean? But Ara's working, in like this like really cool job where she can travel, remotely,
Oh,
and I'm back in school, and Opie's almost done with school, and so like we're getting back. We're getting back to all of that, crazy turmoil that kind of like put us in like a really negative, not a negative, yeah, no, negative mindset. It put us in a really bad spot,
it can happen.
mentally, but
It can happen.
and I think Opie and Ara can actually like expand on it too.
Yeah, please do, guys. Please do. I would love to hear what you guys have been up to because I know it's been not for everybody, but for creative people especially, like it's hard to constantly stay motivated, stay inspired when you feel like you're just drowning, half the time. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to, if you guys have any more updates to give us on what's the music process been like, learning your instrument, these last couple of years? It's always a growing process, but have you guys learned anything new? Have you guys tapped into any new techniques and things that you might want to share to the other drummers, guitarists, bassists that listen to you guys? It's a random question, sure.
Wait.
Music advice. Because then I got an actual question after that one.
Sorry, oh, that's where you. Okay, sorry. Yes, keep in mind, zero sleep. This is going to be very interesting.
I love this.
So yeah, we've actually made. I can't speak on anything that we've done recently as much, but like, we can all talk a little bit about how much we're expanding our act and like upgrading our gear. Like wireless system for me. We're coming back to in-ear monitors. We're really trying to vamp it up for this upcoming tour that we have. We're super, super stoked about it. Everybody, we're just like, definitely like embellishing, the wrong word, but like adding to everything on our like personal like entourage of gear. So
Awesome.
it's yeah, we've really like dug in. It's been super exciting, like exploring different pedals and things like that. Right now my setup's pretty basic. I mean, I have my my Marshall stack and I have my Ibanez and like I have my looper, but like we're talking about incorporating other instruments, loopers with that. Know that like Sammy's got a keyboard. We're gonna be implementing that.
Thank you so much, Pop Friction, for following. We love you.
As far as that, yeah, like
That's
a lot
amazing.
of exciting stuff. Yeah, yeah. Sammy right here is really the gearhead in terms of like she's like went on and on the other day, like a solid hour about the gear that we're getting. It was like, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So just for our entire setup on tour, mostly like gear tour or live performances.
I love that. And the important thing to take away from that, folks, is that this is a forward-thinking band. This is a band that cares about their live show. They care about you. That's what that translates to, because they want you to have a good time at the shows and be able to connect with the music. So if there's a band that you know that's not doing that, maybe tell them to get on that. So thanks so much.
I also wanted to mention really fast.
Yeah, please.
A huge change for us is that we were able to do a collaboration with Punk Black.
Yes.
It's an amazing network of human beings, and they've been nothing but incredibly supportive. We haven't really officially announced it yet, but the tour that we're doing in September is with them mostly. So we're going to be doing, we're going across the country. Like, I've never left Florida. Like, Atlanta was like the farthest I've ever been. So I'm like super excited and scared. Actually, I'm lying. I went to NOLA last year, but we're going back to NOLA.
Nice, man.
But it's gonna be fun, and I think that's gonna be a huge like make or break us, because I've never been on like a real tour before.
Wow.
Where it's like, yeah, so I can't like begin to imagine. Yeah.
It seems so exciting.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect about this.
What do you guys normally learn on the road? You know, what is that one thing that when you guys are away from home, you're like, it always rings in your head like, oh, this is what being away from home is like. What is that one thing? You know, is it trying to find something to eat? Is it, you know?
Yeah, don't eat shit. Don't eat fucking gas station food. I swear to God.
Listen. So we had a preview of a mini tour this past month, and it was for our EP release of Homenaje, and it was for Tampa, Georgia, Orlando. First 2 days were amazing. We freaking killed it. We were just crushing it. We were just like out here. Our voices were good. We were just in the mood. We were about it. And then we went to freaking Buc-ee's in Georgia. And I'm not saying I got beef with Buc-ee's, but I'm saying I'm a little upset with Buc-ee's. All right? Because there was literally, we were just like, we got to get lunch. We got to check into the hotel. We got to get going. We got to do this, do this, do this. This was in Georgia. Like the day before, or it was like a couple hours before we had the Georgia show. Everything was going great. Everything was awesome. I, stupidly enough, decided, you know what? I'm going to have the pulled pork sandwich because...
Wait, Sammy. Let me just preface this. The literally that same fucking day, I was like, hey guys, let's not have pork on the road, because last time I had pork at a Cracker Barrel, I died and I threw up everywhere after getting off stage.
Oh, no.
And then these bitches, one here and one out the other, and they're like, let's get pulled pork sandwich.
And not just me, but Ara also got a pulled pork sandwich. But I got, because it was the only one left, was the double XL pulled pork sandwich. That means the ultra meaty meat of sandwiches. It was like the god beast of pulled pork sandwiches. And I was like, you know what? This shit's bussin'. Hell yeah, we're going to go ahead and eat it. And then everything goes great up until a couple minutes before we have to go on stage. Ara gets sick and she starts to not feel good because she ate the pulled pork sandwich and she was like, bro, I'm literally going to throw up. And I was like, dude, good luck, man. Good luck. We were like, yo, listen. Do not drink any more caffeine. That's another thing too, is that we are fueled on caffeine, and
sure.
you know, so like it was not a good time. And the next day that we were supposed to drive down to Orlando, I was stuck in a hotel, literally like clinging onto my stomach for
Oh man, that is the worst.
It was so
Food
bad.
poisoning on the
And we
road.
had to, yeah, like the I don't know what it was. It was like food poisoning from hell, because we had to cancel the show in Orlando. We had to stay an extra day in Georgia. And so now for this tour that's coming up for us in September, we're like, yo, no freaking gas station food, no pork at all.
No,
Zero pork.
Can I just add to that? Like, I never see Sammy upset. Sammy is like the sweetest, happiest person. I was so scared, and like Like, I'm a nursing student, and I was like, we need to get you to a hospital.
Oh,
Like, I
damn.
never see her like that.
Yikes.
It was fucking insane. I literally, it was really bad. Like it was
Bucky's.
a, hey guys, Hijas De Le Muertes, you know, like the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but cutscene to Hijas goes to the hospital.
Oh my god. So what was the what was the cure for that? Like, how did you guys, was it lots of Pedialyte and Gatorade and things like that? Or
Yeah, she actually just stayed in bed the entire day.
damn, thugged it
We
out.
moved from hotel to hotel because she just needed to like chill out.
I'm glad it wasn't, I'm glad it wasn't anything insane. I'm glad you're feeling better and everything was that's like a nightmare of mine. I've only gotten food poisoning maybe twice in my life, and God, it was just the worst feeling. One time was in Pakistan, so like you're on the other side of the world. You're like, all right, well, I might not make it back home. You don't know what's gonna.
Damn.
Well, I was like 11 at the time, and then the other time was I don't even remember. I don't even know if it was food poisoning. I had like those like wheatgrass shots at a Jamba Juice, and I had one, and then my girlfriend at the time, she did not like her, so I was just like, hey, I'll just finish yours. It's fine. So I don't know if they were just bad or if I had too much or both. But I was throwing up on the way home already, like 20 minutes. It was pretty funny. Yeah, so you live and you learn. Haven't had wheatgrass shots in a while. Sorry. But yeah, you learn a lot, man. That's scary stuff being on the road. Thank you so much, Agent D, for being in the chat. Hey, thank you so much, everybody that's hanging out tonight. Some people are saying that the Twitch stream is not loading for whatever reason. I know Twitch has been having a problem over the last few days. A lot of people have been complaining to me that their streams are not loading. So if you were not able to watch on Twitch, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Pick your poison. And in the meantime, folks, so one thing I really wanted to ask you guys, what are some of these, because like every time I live stream, I have like a little pre-stream ritual, I like to take a shower, I put on some cologne, I just like to feel a little fresh, I just like to feel awake, I like to feel like I'm not like in my pajamas, just because it's like a thing. I don't even take my shoes off until I go to sleep because I don't like getting lazy. And what are some things, and that just gets me in the mode to stream, what are some things that you guys do before a live show, to kind of get you guys prepped up for the performance for the day to come?
Ooh, for me personally, I would say we just recently started this stretching. Stretching is like mad important because for me, I have gotten a little bit more intense with like our live shows to a point where like I don't know why, I don't know how, but I busted my finger on one of the cymbals.
Ooh.
So med kit as well. That's another big thing that I like to take just in case. And unfortunately, this is not healthy, but I personally do it anyway. A bunch of caffeine, and I barely eat anything. But that's gonna change. We're gonna change that. 2023. We're on healthy girl summer. So
Let's go.
that we're caffeine and food is a big thing. But I would also say a lot of hype music before like we get ready. We'll get ready together and we'll listen to any and every type of hype music. Like it'll go from like the band that I love right now, which is Idols. We'll listen to a bunch of Idols, or it goes from that all the way to Britney Spears, and we're out here just busting out to Britney Spears while we're getting ready.
Stronger than yesterday. Now it's nothing but my way. I love it. That's good stuff. Gotta jam. Gotta put yourself in the state of mind. A lot of people. I've been working off of this mentality lately that there's certain jobs that you just don't apply for. You just do, and you can't just learn how to be a rock star. You just do it, and you find ways. I've been trying to get into making videos lately, and that's not something you just apply for. You just start making them, and then your quality just gets better if you care enough, and things just fall into place.
That's actually something we've learned. Because all of our music videos, even this third one, we've edited ourselves.
Really?
Yeah, like
That's a lot of work.
everything has been your job is so
That's a lot of work.
That's why Ara and I were here until 5 a.m. because she had a very specific vision for this music video, and it was just a lot of fine tuning, a lot of fixing, a lot of things. We were literally supposed to release it in a week from now.
Yes.
and we're still working on it. You know, like you said, like you can see the improvement from our first video to this next one once it comes out. Because like sometimes was super fun, super messy.
Mm.
Um, we learned not to work with friends sometimes, because sometimes a stranger that you're paying will do a better job. You know what I mean? Because obviously it's their job.
It's
So
true.
we trusted friends to help us out, and unfortunately, it didn't really go the way it should have.
It happens.
Um, with furniture, we did it ourselves, and it went a lot smoother.
Yeah.
And with Gene, kind of, you know, the same thing. Like we just need to either do it ourselves or pay a professional. And you know, with tour coming up, with all these things that we're trying to do, we don't have like really anyone backing us financially. So everything is done by us.
That's rock and roll, guys. That's in house, folks, and that's and for all your fans, like, you know, get that respect. Put some respect on their name, because you know that's hard to do, guys. You know, it's not just about it's hard enough for certain people to invest their time. Imagine, you know, the money as well. You know, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, like I'm a student. All my money goes to school and rent. Like I live on my own. Like I'm a big girl, but it's just hard when it's like, okay, so do I want to like make a card payment or get a loan and pay for a tour? So I'm like, that's why I'm like, thank God for this promotion, because everything's gonna even out, hopefully. But you know, we are very DIY. We are very hands on, and it's like you said, like you have to, if you want your video to look better, you have to put in the effort.
Absolutely. And you mentioned a really important word earlier, is that, you know, Ara had a vision for, and you guys all have a vision for this project, you know, and that's the main thing. It's about seeing, it's always a little bit about, it's about being spontaneous while having a little bit of look ahead and knowing what you want to do, you know, because when I edit stuff, a lot of the best stuff happens by mistake, you know, where you just try a shot out and you try a thing and you're like, oh, this actually worked even better. So.
Yeah, I told Ara, like, we're Bob Ross in it, because there was a couple things in the video I was like, bro, that's a fucking happy accident.
It was crazy. It was crazy. We edited it. When we were editing it, there were like 3 separate occasions where it was just like a little like piece of like a filter or an effect that would be like on the panel, like accidentally there. It happened 3 times. We have no idea how it happened. I don't know how it happened. Do you know how it happened, Crystal? But like it was there 3 separate times throughout the video, and we played it, and it just synced up perfectly. Like a random scene here, like a random like clip of like B-roll here, and then like a random filter here, and then like a random effect here, like 3 of them, and it just like happened, and it just happened to work out perfectly when we played it. It was crazy. Yeah, it was just like supernatural. It was weird. But yeah, this particular piece I was just like a little bit more anal about. I kind of like with my work, I like to make it more about like raw emotion and kind of like something cathartic and something like I try not to fixate too much on the results of my work, even performing live. But for this particular piece, it was a little bit different just because it's a memorial piece. My dear friend, I considered him a brother, Gene Kirkendall. Gene Kirkendall Jr. I loved him, and it was just something that I had to like take a little bit more personal care into it. And it's kind of interesting because this is the first time I've done a piece that's been so vulnerable, like really, really vulnerable and emotionally raw. And it's something that I had to really personally take a lot more care into. I mean, just to be like, not to make anybody uncomfortable or negative, but like this guy was my brother's best friend, and my brother passed. And he became my brother after my brother passed.
Wow.
And he wrote a song for my brother after he passed. And so I, in turn, to, you know, honor his memory, I wrote a song for him. And that's what this is. So it's just kind of like a little bit like, at first I was like, you know what, I'm going to let it go. Like, I'm going to leave this video alone. I'm not going to get in my head about it. And then here we are, like 6 hours later. Like 6 hours, 5 hours of editing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the first time it ran through, I was just like, cool, you know, it looks good. You know, we're gonna make peace with it. We gotta move on. We gotta release it. And then I was just like, sorry guys, we really gotta fix this. I'm sorry.
That's good though.
I was thinking about him because like yeah, he's like just something about Gene. He's like one of the coolest people I've ever met. Somebody that I like to personally keep with me and like honor his like the impact he had on my life. Beautiful human being. He had a problem, but he was a beautiful human. So
Absolutely.
he was very honest and extremely talented. Like this guy could have made it if he had survived what happened to him. Um, and like just one of the best people I've ever met. Just always there for me. And it was just it was just a different kind of peace. This one week of Gene. Um, but yeah, it's
That's awesome.
yeah.
That is great. And, congratulations on being able to meet somebody that was able to impact you in such a way, because there are people that are searching for that person all the time. And, it's great that you were able to have that impact, and now you're able to convert it into like creativity and into tribute and into so many different things that just put that person on that pedestal they deserve, and that's amazing. I love that, and it's true. The last couple of years, I've lost a couple of very close people to me too, and then every day you kind of wake up and try to figure out what you're going to do that day to honor them and to to just listen. I always hear their voices in my head all the time. You know what I mean? Anytime I need a decision to make or whatever, I always hear them be like, "Nah, fuck that. Don't do that. Do that." If I'm bugging out about something, I just hear them like, "Shut up." Just be quiet. So it's a good thing. They constantly guide you, no matter what. Carving out these paths in front of you that we just walk behind. So it's fantastic. I love that. Shall we break into some music for a quick second?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, I was thinking I was going to play some of the music on Spotify while we hung out, but I think it would be so much cooler to actually run one of the music videos, because I have it open in my tab right here. Give me 1 second. Let me go.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So I am going to go ahead and screen cap that really quick, guys. This is Furniture Sex Robot by
Let's go.
Hijas De Le Muerte, of course. And it is a fantastic video. It's lots of fun. The song is very catchy, which you will see in a second. And what happened? Why can't I capture it? Well, I could. I'll do something else. We got images within images right now. I love it.
Inception.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, alrighty, folks. Furniture Sex Robot, Hijas De La Muerte. Dig it. And it's 3:05 long in terms of length. That's fantastic. You can't write that kind of comedy.
Decorations all
That is way too much fun, guys. I love it. That was
Thank you.
Hijas De Le Muerte, folks, with Furniture Sex Robot. What a cool video, man. I'm telling you, that is the kind of stuff you want to get involved with, guys. And I love the art direction on that video. You guys did very cool with the pinup looks and, you know, the vintage looks there. That was just fantastic. And where'd you guys film that video at? That was such a cool studio. So, whoever. Anyway.
Opie, you got this. I forgot the name.
I couldn't like unmute. I was like, oh god. So I actually went on was it Squarespace? No, not Squarespace. There's a website. I think it's like you just look for different places that are able to rent their spot out. And
Right.
it wasn't so bad. Like I think for 8 hours I paid like $800 or like
Wow.
100 an hour.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was a really nice studio. I can send you guys a link for something later. It's female owned. It's a woman owned business, and she works in like New York and Miami, and I think she has like another studio too. But yeah, it was great, and we also filmed at Sammy's house and some parts. So
That's awesome.
we kind of just clipped it all together.
I love it, man. It's super creative, guys, and that's what I appreciate about you guys the most is that in a world of like pressure and Instagram, you guys are a real band. You guys make music. You guys spend time together. You guys support each other. Like that's what bands do. You know, a lot of people these days just show up to record some music and then they never like talk to each other for like a month or two. You know, and that can happen. I understand, but like. I feel like fans expect a little bit more when they listen, you know. So I'm glad you guys are doing that. Like you guys are killing it out here. And give me a second. Zoom is telling me some weird thing here. So in case this cuts out, folks, I'm just making people aware. I'm just bringing it up in case that does happen. But if it doesn't, then let me check. Yeah, folks. So tell me a little bit more about what's the future of Hijas De Le Muerte look like, and what are some things coming up? I know you guys mentioned the Punk Black. There you go. Here's some more. Yeah. Do I have to like? You got to pay for this kind of thing? What's happening here? Give me a second, homies. I'm a Zoom noob for anybody that doesn't know. By the way, by the by. Hey, look at my desktop. You guys can see all my shit. What do I got? What am I doing? What's happening? All right, there you go. I got all this stuff going on right now, folks. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to go ahead and send another Zoom call link to the Hijas De La Muerte. We're going to get through this together. And in the meantime, folks, what's exciting is that I do not have a day job anymore. That's right. Give me a second while I try to capture this. And clearly I need to get back to it because this type of stuff is happening. But this is all part of the fun, homies. This is all part of the fun. The dope part is that I don't have a day job anymore, folks. This is what I'm going to be doing. And it's a lot of fun. So I am going to... It's fun trying to figure this out together, too. Who owns Zoom? Does anybody know who owns Zoom? Because I've never... I've never heard anybody mention it before. It just really makes me laugh. All right, give me a second while I move my stuff to the other screen so nobody takes my info. I'm gonna have to write. I'm writing to Opie right now. Sorry, don't know what happened. Let's see how this goes. How exciting. There's the new link right there. You guys are the best, by the way. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight. It's been or hanging out today. We don't normally do afternoon streams, folks. It's a good time. No doxing allowed. Hey, we're back. We're back.
We're back.
The lesson is pay for Zoom. That's the lesson we've learned. I didn't even know it was. I thought it was free. What the heck?
I thought it was free too, honestly. I don't know why that they did that. It's crazy. I mean, I know that for a hot minute they had this thing where you had like unlimited time for Zoom, and especially like if you signed up. I don't know. It was like one of those weird promo things, and I thought that they were gonna keep it for a hot minute. Nope.
Yeah. What I was saying, yeah. What gets me about them? Who owns Zoom? Does anybody know?
I know, right? It's like it's some weird like third party or like
Some dude in the basement. Some dude in the basement, just like people. Wow, just watching everybody's Zoom calls. I can't even imagine. Jenny says Zoom isn't free. That's what I thought. What they definitely used to be. Yeah. Shout out to thank you, Jenny, for hanging out on the chat today. We got so many cool people in the chat today. The last thing we were talking about the future of Hijas De Le Muerte, because we were talking about the Punk Black affiliation alliance, which is very exciting.
yeah, we're super stoked about that. Recently, I want to say this past month, no, last month, I think. It's been crazy. I don't even know what time is anymore at this point. But what's really cool is that we just recently got signed to Punk Black Records, which is the newest record label that Punk Black has released. And so we are the first act a part of the label, and it's just been insane for us because I remember, I want to say, was it last year or the year before? No, last year. We're in 2023, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah. I remember in October we ended up doing a Punk Black Music Festival for the first time ever, and it was our first time like ever going to Georgia and playing outside of state. We were like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is awesome. So the three of us, we rented out a van and we said, let's go, let's do it. And ever since then, they really appreciated our music style. They liked our aesthetic that we had. At that time, we had, the skeleton face makeup still. And we kind of got rid of that because it was very sweaty and, a lot of acne built up.
Really? Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
We only do the makeup on Halloween, like in October, for the month of October and for Dia de los Muertos.
Okay,
but
cool.
we ended up going to Punk Black, and then they liked us and they wanted us back, so we ended up doing a Punk Black festival again in Georgia, and then they came down here to Miami. We were able to help them out with like booking the venue, and then also like getting together all these cool bands. And then after that, it was Melbourne too that they booked up here, more closer to my hometown where I live now.
Yeah.
And then we just got back from Georgia, which was awesome. And so they've been super, super amazing to us. They've been so sweet to us. And the people that they like help promote, just all these artists, creatives, they help out like content creators, gamers, they help out people that cosplay, people that are in bands, any and every like type of content that you think is out there, they help with, and they like help promote, and they like speak on like a lot of really cool like they help out with different organizations, things like that. It's like, love those people so much. Love them so, so much. And what's awesome though is that Opie was the one that got all of this together. This where we're at right now wouldn't be if it wasn't for Opie.
Really? That's fantastic.
I mean, I wouldn't say all that.
Well, you helped a big bunch.
That's awesome, man. Well, that's good. I mean, that's what I like about you guys, that you guys are all very, you guys are easy to talk to. You guys are not very standoffish or anything. Well, hopefully, I don't think I've been a douchebag to you guys either. So who knows? If you come correct is the point. Come correct.
Yeah.
These hands are for everybody, but but it's true, guys. So you guys are, and that will definitely take you far, folks. In life in general, a lot of people these days. I get it, guys. We're online a lot, so we feel like we don't need human beings. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking that. I can't hear you yet, Ara. You're still muted at the moment. That's fine. Hey, this is exciting. This is what it's all about, folks. This is
okay, cool.
I think we got it now. And this is just a word of advice for anybody in the world that does a podcast. This is what makes it fun. Mm-hmm. This kind of stuff, because if you're going to be in nothing wrong with being in big fancy studios and having a podcast and paying for it and stuff, but I like when it's underground radio. That's really what podcasting should be, just people with microphones getting their thoughts out, and I like all sorts of different microphone qualities and things like that. I enjoy those things, it's exciting. It gives everybody character. And what's going on, John? Thank you so much, John, for hanging out in the chat. John is the guitarist and the TikTok superstar lately of Abiotic, and he is an amazing band and great dude. Happy Father's Day. He's a father of 2 now, so
Oh,
congratulations.
happy Father's Day!
Thanks, man. Shout out to Matt also, who says y'all seem chill and humble. Keep rocking out. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, dude, and I appreciate you for even telling us that, because that means you're humble as well. So cheers to you. And that's what I'm saying. People are so lovely, man. And really quick, let's learn a little bit more about the Hijas. Real quick. So what do you guys, besides doing all the cool stuff you do in the band, what are some hobbies and things that you guys do outside of the music space?
Opa, you go first.
I do like so much. I don't know what sleep is. I also stream on Twitch. I haven't in like 3 months though, because I really did need like a mental health break. But yeah, like I'm always either going to shows or playing video games. Like I have a new partner now that just moved in, and honestly, our time is so limited. We haven't even gotten a chance to really sit down and play together. But that's really just the main hobby is video games and video editing, maybe picture editing, stuff like that.
Awesome. Nice. Very visual person, I see. And all you guys have that thing. And who else? Who's next?
All right, go. It's all you. I feel like
You
I'm
go.
talking too much.
No,
feel like I'm
you
talking
go.
too much.
That's what you do. That's what you do best. You're the talker. No. And I love you for it.
The talker.
So so for me, like I feel like my life is super busy just with like my daytime job and like music right now. I'm really like you can't really tell, but I am a big fitness freak. I am very much into working out. I work out a couple times a day. We're blessed enough to have like me and Sammy are roomies now, and like we have a gym. Yeah,
Sick.
and we got a gym like a couple minutes away. So I work out a couple times a day. I'm really interested. Like I'm passionate about fitness.
Awesome.
Yeah, and like back in the day, like right now, like my life has just kind of been a couple main tiers rather, and it's just like music, work, and working out, and like anything else that fits is cool. Probably doesn't fit, but I'll work it in. I mean, I like on my own time, I really like to like, believe it or not, I used to be kind of a science nerd. I really liked science. I was actually I was getting my bachelor's in biological sciences back in the day because I wanted to be a research biologist.
Nice.
Marine biologist. I think I wanted to be. I even took a scuba diving course and everything. And like I like to watch things about nature, and I like to like read articles about things that are going on in the world and stuff like that. But like nothing that's kind of I'm a Gemini, can take that as you will. But like I kind of like pick things up as I go along and kind of here and there. But like I was something I thought about getting back into is like really like kind of focusing on like I don't know, like doing something geared toward that, and obviously like working on just like us focusing on ourselves.
That's important. That's super important.
And what we need to do to like grow as musicians, and whether that's gear, whether that's like exploring new genres that we want to add to the table. That's something that I'm kind of looking at right now, like kind of incorporating more of an EDM thing. Other elements that we've been, discussing, me and Sammy have been talking about, and Opie talking about. So I've been like exploring different music. That's not really a hobby, but I've been kind of like dabbling here and there and kind of putting my feelers out for stuff that we can bring to the table here. But my life is pretty, like, not boring isn't the right word, but simple,
Tranquil.
like not a lot of hobbies right now. They could answer those questions better.
Yeah, but I mean, but we know everything you listed is there's a lot of steps to those types of things. Research and science and working out and stuff. Those things take form, they take technique, they take just procedures. And that's really cool that your mind works in a certain organized way, and you have the ability to break that down. So that's very cool. That's very cool, and that's like more exhausting than it sounds. So I feel you. And then Sammy, how about you?
Yeah. So, I'm kind of in the mix with both of them actually. So I am a huge gamer. I want to say like this past May, no, May of last year, I got a PC set up finally, and I've just been gaming and grinding on like Final Fantasy XIV online, and that's been like my biggest thing right now. And I'm very thankful that I have free time right now because I am a full-time student.
Mm,
I'm back at Full Sail University. Shout out to them. Um, I'm in ShowPro right now. So basically, what ShowPro is, I do lighting and I'm working to be a front of house engineer. So make people look pretty and sound pretty. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I am so obsessed with it, and I'm so excited because I originally got my bachelor's degree in like 2017 from music business, and I worked for like a really big company, and so I was working arenas, I was working festivals like the size of like 5,000 to 10,000 people.
dang.
And I was like, I love it. It's awesome. But I saw myself sitting at a desk every day and I was like, it's not for me.
Mm,
And then COVID happened. And, unfortunately, I was part of the layoffs. And so I was like, you know what? This is a great way. This is a new door that is opening for me to be like, hey, go back and learn more techie stuff. Do the live stuff, do the live events. And how can I do that? Doing sound, doing lighting. And I was like, yeah, this is sick. I love technology anyways. So it's like two and two together. Perfect. And so, the hobbies of mine right now are gaming. Lighting is another big thing. I love lighting right now, and I'm learning any and every specific software like Emu's lighting. I think
nice.
it's Cameo now, Vectorworks,
Wow.
which is like another thing too. I think Vectorworks, I just got into it. So I don't really know. Like I think Vectorworks is more of like a stage plot planning, but also like helps with lighting and stuff like that, and pretty much like stage layouts. So I'm learning that, and then Ara's now kicking my ass in the gym, which is awesome. Part of
Yeah.
the, you know, we're on that, healthy girl 2023 summer.
Let's go.
So,
Let's go. Let's go.
and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, my partner lives with me now, which I'm really, really happy about. I've got my beautiful little dog, Roscoe. Well, he's not a little dog. He's pretty much a big dude. But
Roscoe. I love the
we
name.
call him,
Is it
we
based
call
on,
him
is it named after the waffle place?
yes.
Oh, that's so cool though. I love that.
I came to find out that, yeah, actually. So, yeah, and just getting back into music and like feeling like really, really thankful to be with these two lovely ladies. They've been really fucking cool. We all got out of this funk, and we've grown so much within the past couple of years. And we're marking on what, year 3 as a band? Yeah,
Yeah.
year 3. So it's been crazy. It's been a fun run.
And it's
The
only gonna get
tangent.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only getting better. It's only getting better, folks. And you guys are going places. I'm telling you, it's impossible that you don't, because you guys got what it takes, folks. A lot of people got the talent, but not the other stuff. And you guys got both, which is fantastic. You want that. You want that. You need that, rather. You need it. And Jenny in the chat says, "Show Pro is cool." And she wrote it in 2 messages by mistake, but it just sounded very important the way you said it. Yeah, and it is actually. That's something that it's fascinating. And you're talking about lighting and stuff, and it's great that and that's why I keep saying you got what it takes, because the fact that you enjoy lighting, that's only going to improve your show as a band. Because you'll be able to implement that and add that to your own thing, and those are the extra steps, folks. The extra steps, and I'm just really excited for you guys. And yes, the episode we did was about 3 years ago, and I just want to thank you guys for giving me a chance, and coming by on my show, little old me, talking into my mics, and it really means a lot that you guys gave me a chance to interview you guys as well, so it just means a lot. So when the new projects, Aminahe, everybody please check that one out. Do you guys want to can we bust into one more song, please, before we close up in a little bit?
Yeah, let's go for it. Down.
Cool, folks. Let's rock it, folks. Let's rock it. So, everybody, take a breather. Go grab your caffeine in the chat tonight, this afternoon rather. And I'm so used to doing the show at night. Can you tell? But But I'm glad we did it at this time. I mean, this is actually my most productive time of the day. Like I feel like I could like, you know, crush a tank in this at this time of the day, you know, with my bare hands. Let me see which song. You know, what song would you guys like to play from the album for the fans? Also, everybody, I keep putting these side notes. I'm sorry. Everybody, check the album out because each of you guys sings on a different song. So it's kind of like we get like you really get a feel of the band members and what they bring to the table. So it's extremely entertaining, guys. So please pick a song, folks.
I want to hear Idols.
Let's rock.
That was my vote too.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
with it.
put on Idols.
I'm all the way with it.
We're throwing Idols on there. Let's do it. Let's run it.
Alrighty, folks. This is Idols by Hijas De Le Muerte off the 2023 project. I'm an I. There you go.
I love that it's us just like awkwardly jamming. Oh, awkward.
Raging Against the Machine, you know what I'm saying?
Famous and soulless, nothing left to take.
Let's go. I love it. You guys are killer, man. You guys are just absolutely nailing it out here.
Bless.
That was Idols, Hijas De Le Muerte, folks. Off the new project, if you're just joining in. And I can't believe that was recorded. You know, that's what I'm saying. You were saying this was recorded in Opie's apartment at the time?
Yup.
Just fantastic. Like, so I'm telling you, folks, you guys can, if you care enough, you can do anything.
Oh, shout out to Frank, who was the guy that he had the mobile rig that came and did the recording. He's amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he recorded Petrichor. He recorded Scattered Reality. Who else are we missing?
He has so many projects lined up. He's worth it, though. You should totally, next album, if you work on one, try him out.
Mobile recording, guys. You guys are on the bleeding edge. I love this. This is the kind of shit you want, man. Come on. Mobile, somebody coming in to record you. Stop. Cut it out with the excuses, folks. I'm getting annoyed by people, because people try to find excuses for so much shit, why they can't do something, why they got to wait till next week, why they got to wait till next year. By the time they're ready, you're ready right now, dude. You were ready yesterday. You were just too afraid. So just do that, Going back really quick, I did put my 2 weeks into my job because I just felt like my time was not being valued. I felt like it wasn't being valued. And with some of the creative stuff that I do, people have paid me to record them in the past. People have paid me to make videos for them and do things like that. And for a long time, I guess you never have that confidence. You don't think you're worthy of getting paid. It's not until somebody hands you cash in your hand that you're like, oh shit. Like, I am worthy. Like, it's all about figuring that thing out, guys. And if you don't mind being around people, if you like getting to know people, helping them, it's about helping them. To make somebody look beautiful on the camera, it's not that it's not easy. It can be easy. It's just you have to want it. You have to want to do that. So it's getting a little hokey here, but yes, just stop doubting yourself. You know what I mean? Just do that. And it's been an amazing episode with you guys. We're a little bit over the hour, so I appreciate you guys giving me an hour of your day. I know it's super busy out here and it's the weekend and stuff, so I appreciate that. Is there any final stuff you guys just want to tell the people at home that are hanging out today? Thank you, everybody hanging out in the chat.
Opie, Ara?
Yeah. I mean, just like kind of like adding a segue to what you said, I've been in that position before too, and it's like it always works out. You have faith, you work toward what you love, and you really put your focus where you love things. And I know it's kind of ironic based on just in my life right now, but I've seen it happen. But yeah, like kind of closing with that is just like this EP was kind of like overcoming a lot of shit. Sorry, excuse my language, but like a lot of trauma, a lot of fear, a lot of like this was kind of our victory over that. And like I feel like that kind of ties into it. Like it's just like you really have to kind of make that leap of faith sometimes. If something isn't serving you, let it go. It's gonna work out. No? I don't know, I felt like I had to say that.
I agree with you completely. I completely agree. It's not until you have your back against the wall that you learn how to do some creative stuff and get out of that situation. Anybody else?
We just wanted to say thank you so much for having us on. We really appreciate it. I know that it's been 3 years and we forgot to bring in the snacks. We got to send you snacks next time. That has to be ongoing.
Some gansito.
The gancitos, but no, thank you so much for having us. I mean, honestly, like it's been insane since the 3 years, like we finally found our missing puzzle piece. We found Opie, and we've gone through so much growth, and it's been insane. We've had a lot of highs, we've had, a good amount of lows, but we're really, really excited to like produce more music, get ready for our another EP that we're going to be working on. Like we're on this grind now where it's like we finally got signed and it's giving us a lot of motivation and a lot of joy and stuff. And it's not because we're trying to, for us, not trying to make it to like this big thing. We're just trying to have fun. And the fact that all three of us share like this viewpoint of like, hey, we're just trying to make music, and if people like it, that's awesome. If people, come and support us, that's really cool. If they want to buy some of our merch, that's really fucking cool. The fact that people want to listen to us and the people, come and say that they really like our music, they like our vibe, they like everything, it means the world to us. To me, like that's just like insane, because I'm just this, this lady out here playing on some fucking drums and screaming like a mad woman, and if you like that, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But we're very thankful. I'm very thankful, and really excited for the upcoming project, the new live sound that we have coming for our live performances, and just getting back and just getting on that grind and sticking to it. We're really, really stoked about it.
Awesome. The stakes are high, folks. I'm loving it.
I just want to say, the only thing I'm going to say is thank you, Elazar. I really appreciate you having us on. Like, you have no idea.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming on and helping me. You know, everything lines itself up. I haven't told anybody I put my 2 weeks in, but you guys hit me up, you know, like, hey, you're still interviewing bands. And I'm like, oh, man, this is so perfect. This is exactly what I needed right now. Like, you guys, I love the way fate works. So thank you.
If you need any professional references, I got you.
Oh, thank you. Fantastic. You know, I love it. I love it, folks. Put good people in your corner, folks, and be good to each other. All right. And folks, in the meantime, thank you so much. We're gonna catch you guys on the next episode. Go check out Hijas De Le Muerte's project right now. Amenaje. It's available on Spotify, on all streaming platforms, because why wouldn't it be? And listen to it on all of them. So in the meantime, folks, I will catch you folks on the next time. Love, peace.
One last thing. Sorry.
Please. No, go ahead, please.
Next Saturday, our music video drops. Okay, bye.
All right.
Music
Thank you, Elazar. We love
Thank
you.
you, Elazar. We fucking love you, man.
Love you guys. You guys are the best. Take it easy. Thebest.com. And let me close it out. Thank you, everybody in the chat, by the way. You guys are the best as well. All of you. That's not even exaggeration.